I am so excited. Why? Because it's time to cruise into the weekend. You got that? Cruise into the weekend. Here to tell us about his new album is recording artist Anthony Cruz.
Sure, well, go on.
Wow, Anthony.
Yeah, you know, giving thanks.
Giving thanks. How you stay, all right?
Yes, man. We're here alive and kicking and, you know, ready to promote this album under the covers, you know?
I love that. So speaking of album, tell us about the inspiration behind this one.
Well, all of my inspiration come from the Almighty.
You
know? Yeah, so we have to make that be known. So when we check the levels of the music, you know, it seems like the man them forget how to love the woman, them, you know? Yeah, the love for the women have totally been...
Talk the things, Anthony. Say it one more time. The man them forget, don't.
Yes, man.
Okay.
Look like, you know, the front line, the lyrics them up on the front line right now, you know, if it just step back, you know, because them not uplift the woman, them not, and them not really, you know. So what I have to do now, I have to just draw back with some of the 70s lyrics, them, and some of the 80s and the 90s. Because you know, say, back in the days, them love song there. And a normal expression.
Normal, them not make them like that anymore. Okay, so speaking of the new album and the new the direction of loving on the women's, tell us, what was the creative process behind creating this particular album?
Well, we got some of the top producers. You know, we have 16 different producers on this album. We have Penthouse Records, we have, you know, Bobby Digital, we have so many of the top producers. So what we did was get each sound from each studio, their creativity, and put them together. You know, from the 70s come right up to now. And
Anthony, you are like a stalwart, you are a legend. You've created so many different types of albums, so many different types of work. How does this album differ from the other albums that you've created previously?
Well, this one is different because, as I said, we have some of the greats, you know, on this album. We'll pick out some of the classic where, you know, we know that people love. And, you know, reggae music is the chariot, one of the biggest music that carry the music right across the world, you know. And if you notice when the American artists, them lick them tune, they want to put it in a reggae.
Yes, that is true.
Right, so a lot of people, especially in Jamaica, don't know how big reggae music is. But when you tour the world and you see how big it is.
We're just talking about this actually earlier with Debbie, and we're saying like it doesn't get the support, but like some other things like maybe Carnival Soca, who doesn't get it until you go international and you realize that people are like, yo, it's all about dancehall, it's all about reggae. We love Jamaica for that. So I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah, even from back in the days, you know, Bob Marley tell you, you know, Bob Marley had to hit internationally. I mean, the world is so big. You know, you only have one Jamaica, but you have the rest of the world. The rest of the world. Right, and I've been around the world, so I know how big reggae music is, you know. And and people love when you can put these songs in a reggae too.
Excuse me.
You know, so and give our flavor and our vibes, because you know Jamaica, you know.
You know, vibes. So Anthony, you mentioned earlier about one of the messages that you wanted to convey was about women and how to treat women and stuff like that. Are there any other messages that is on the album that you want the world to know as they listen to it?
Well, this album is just basically, as we say, it's called Under the Covers. So it's just, you know, Under the Covers meaning cover version.
Okay. That's what
I must say, this is one of 4 albums that I have ready.
Okay.
You know, right?
So it's just the first one.
And so this is the first one.
Okay.
It's not like we can write to express
what was going on.
Right, but I wanted one of this specific album in my catalog. In
your catalog.
Right.
But hold on, Anthony, though. What is your favorite song on this album?
One of them is If You Were Here Tonight, because we grew up on them older songs then.
Right.
Yeah. If you were here tonight.
Oh, no. I know that song. I love that song.
It's a classic, you know?
Okay.
Yes, man.
How do you balance maintaining your artistic vision, but also ensuring that the audience, your fans, that they are getting what they want as well? How do you balance the two of those things?
Well, right now you have so many different ways. You have social media where you can easily talk to your fans, but at the same time, you know, say, you have to stay focused and, get the work done properly, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any upcoming tours coming up that we can come see you? And what's your social media as well, so people who are listening can come follow you and hear the team?
Okay, well, we're having some album launches for this album, right? And I must say it's produced by Tads International. And we have one the 3rd of May at Weddy Weddy, that's Stone Love HQ, and we're inviting everybody.
Artists. You go Weddy Weddy, you go,
yeah,
okay.
Man, well, Stone Love is my sound from long time, you know. And we have one in Miami on the 7th, and we have one on the 12th in Brooklyn.
Beautiful.
Right, so we're looking for, people are very excited about this album, you know? So we're looking for great things because,
I'm looking for great things too. How can we find you on social media though?
Very easy. Yes. Anthony Cruz Reggae.
Anthony Cruz Reggae. Yeah. No special
no
spelling,
streggae.
just no streggae. Anthony Cruz Reggae. I like it. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Always a
I
pleasure.
love it. But you're not leaving just yet.
No, man, you're mad, man.
Keep the seat warm. Sit down. Recording artiste Anthony Cruz. Now stay with us because we have more We Can Smile after the break. Don't go nowhere.